And welcome back, guys, to episode 2 of Omnislabs FTB. That's right. So, over here you may see some power armor on an armor stand. Now, some of you might not know what power armor is. Essentially, power armor is an extremely customizable armor interface thing. And you've used this table here, and you can add all these little benefits to it. For example, jet boots, or shock absorbers. So, what we're going to do is today we're going to get set up with this stuff. So first things first is what we're going to do with the pants. I just made 5 servos, and we're going to install those on the pants for sprint assist right here. Then we're going to turn the power. We're going to turn the power up. You got to click a bit in front of that, and we're going to turn the walking assist up. Now we're also going to install this kinetic generator, which is another servo and a control circuit. So we're going to do the control circuit and another servo right now. So control circuit. There we go. We want this one right up here. And of course that's the more complicated one. This one is not too bad. So we need 2 electrums, some copper, and some glowstone. Now the electrum is silver and gold, which we have some. So we're going to go over this direction right here. Currently I'm using Ray's minimap. I might switch that out for the other one. Ooh! Oh wow, Funky's been busy. This stuff is energized glowstone. It's really neat. It flows upwards. This is really cool. I like this. Yeah, this is really nice. I fixed the problem. Okay, so we want to throw our silver and some gold into the smeltery. So right now it's going to smelt all this gold up with lava, and when you smelt the ore versions, it will give you double. With the gold here, I pulverized it, which when you pulverize the gold ore, it will give you 2 dust. So then you can get double ore output, which is quite nice. So we're going to wait a bit for this tin, and I will show you guys around spawn a bit. So this is the community smelter room, which was built by Funky. Very nice guy. He's a European, so he makes funny. You should watch his stuff because he says things in a funny way sometimes. That is his beacon thing. So if we're flying around spawn, then we can get. Well, we can see over here is Perp's house. I built him a jetpack the other day. I don't have my jetpack currently because I died and lost it. But you know, no biggie. And these are cave crystals, which give you different effects based on the colors. So we're gonna be running around and stuff. That is Chrono's house right here. This is his little humble abode. Chrono is British, so you should go subscribe because he's British. And while we're walking around, I'm going to throw some gold in there too, just to get the electrum started up. Okay, this is almost finished. There it goes, and it will pop into here. So we have 54 tin, so we're going to throw in that much gold. There. And we'll go up to here. This was a house I was working on, but I don't like the way it's turned out, really. I don't like the way, I didn't plan out the way the space would go. So I think I'm going to redesign it, really. The smaller blocks, like these, are called micro blocks. So I'm going to these are Richard Lights that I made him. We're also going to make a power armor fist as well and get that set up today. Down here is the original hidey hole of the server. When Rec and Richard got on, they made some turtles, which are miney things, and they dug them all the way down to the ground. So don't fall down there or you'll die. Hey look, an ender pearl. Uh-oh. Oh, I just equipped it. Right, these are enderloys. They grow ender pearls that you can find them in dungeons and stuff. There we go. So, you know, it's always good to have an ender pearl for farm that are there's a lot of them over here by Chrono's house. There's some behind that house. E has some. So this is not a community building, E. Seriously. So, right, control circuit. We need the electrum. Up there on the hill is Rockabilly's house, and over here the pink roof is Funky's house. So I think that covers everybody, and CDF hasn't built a house yet, so He will shortly though, I think. So we've got gold. No, I didn't. Dang it, it was supposed to be silver! Oh well. I can just output the 10. There we go, we got 54. So, to activate this stuff, I guess I'll show you guys. You just right click it and it will become blocks or ingots based on what you want, and then you just tap it to get it out. I'm going to make these into blocks real quick. If you didn't know, you could just turn the micro blocks back into regular blocks with this nifty. What are these? How did I get those in there? Oh, I guess it's control circuit things. There we go. Block of 10, and we're just going to right click that to get the 10 out of there, and I'm going to throw some silver in as well. So that'll give us plenty of electrum to build things out of electrum. There are multiple bit of frame rate, I think, down here. Let me just switch off power saver real quick. Or rather, there we go. That should run it a bit better. When I'm not recording, it runs at such a high FPS that I have to switch it to balanced, or else it'll run my graphics card too hard. Okay, so that is the silver. Wonder why it's why does it look blue? That's a bit weird. But okay. So as that all smelts and stuff, you can see here, you can scroll down, that'll give you 3 more slots on the bottom. Are we out of... Do we use all our 4? Uh-oh. Oh. Yep. Okay. There we go. Got all our 10 out, which is good. You know, it's good to have some 10. 10 is actually very good to have. And that will give us electrum. 27 ingots of electrum, and then we'll get our silver out of there again. Yes, okay, so that gave us 54 electrum, and we have some silver left over. So we're going to take the electrum and pour it into block form, and I will see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, we are back to crafting the control circuit. So, let's look at the recipe again. 2 electrum, 2 redstone, some copper wiring. We can do that. Boop, boop, bloop. The electrum needs to be in the ingot form. There we go. Bloop, bloop. Right there in the corners, and the glowstone is over here in the top. Yeah, right here. 1, 2, and the redstone's down in my little basement storage room. Now, also while we're here, we're gonna get our jetpack set up. So I've been working the past few days to get 4 ion thrusters, which you can see right here, and these things are really, really expensive. Each one of these requires 2 force field emitters, which require 4 ender pearls each. I had the recipe in here, but so we're going to get to our chest plate, and we are going to get the jetpack, install it, and we're going to turn the thrust up here. We're also going to want to install flight control in the helmet. Flight control right here. So that's just another control circuit, so we can craft 2 of these no problem. Like so. Nope, not berries. Okay, and we are going to get some redstone from our basement. So this is the basement right here. It's just got a collection of ores and stuff. I do have to go mining again, and that shouldn't be too difficult once I get set up with the power armor. Now we're gonna need a bit more ender pearls for the force field emitters for each piece of armor. Now what you can do is you can get the diamond plating, or you can get the energy shields, which actually work a lot better. Now this would be 8 ender pearls per piece of armor, as you can see there. Force field emitter you can get, and you want to turn that all the way up. Now it will use a good amount of energy, so if you get the you're gonna need some sort of battery, or you're gonna need the generators installed, which is what we're doing right now. So we need another servo, which we can do. So it's 2 glass right here, and 2 iron in for the recipe. I'm just going to throw that on the ground real quick. We're going to put that in to here. Get the wiring on the top, or the sides rather, here and here. and we're going to make 2 solenoids, which means we need more copper wiring. So I guess now would be a... Actually, let's get those 2 control circuits up and running. There we go, 1, 2. So we're going to install flight control, and we are going to... Alright, so we want to go to the helmet first and install flight control. Verticality. We'll tinker with that later, but let's see, let's just throw some stuff away. These are really nice for organizing things. That's more glass, wonderful. So what we're going to need now would be more servos, which means we need more wiring. So I was going to show you guys how to build the wiring, right? So we're going to need a hammer, which nope, I gotta make a new one. It's fine. We also went to the Twilight and got a lot of items. Necessarily the uncrafting table is one. I think most of us have one. We fought the Minotaur, but it wasn't anything too exciting really. We did it late. But the cool thing about this uncrafting table is that you can also use it as a crafting table for things. So this will give you 1 hammer from Industrial Craft, and what you want to do with this is you simply put it in your crafting inventory, and you can make the plates out of it. Now notice here I already had a hammer, so if I put these 2 together I cannot combine them. So we're just going to use this on 3 more ingots just to satisfy our plate making needs. There we go. So now we don't have a hammer in our inventory. Well, we do, but we don't have that one anymore, which is good. So we're also going to want to get some snips, which I believe I have in here or in the basement. Let's see here. Not in here. More iron. That's good. We have 1 iron plate. So we're going to make some snips as well. I'll show you guys how to do that. So that, in order to make the snips, first you need some iron plates and some ingots. So we're going to need 2 more of these. There we go. 1, 2, 3 like so, and then 2 ingots in the bottom like this. So the snips allow you to cut the plates into the wiring here, which is then used to, in this recipe, to make the wiring, which is really, personally for me, it is the easiest way to make the wiring. So, right, solenoids were over here, is where we're going to make them, so we need 1, 2, let's just make it 4 of them. So it's just iron in the center, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These things are where the expensive stuff starts coming into play. So we're going to 1, 2, there, 1, 2, 2, and we're going to make another one of these, iron and glass. Go, that's 2 servos, which is nice to have. Power, we need 4 of these for the sprint assist, and I think we need another one for the kinetic generator. We need, okay, so we can do that. Energy generated, you want that up. So when you run 500 blocks or just walk, it will generate energy. So if I put it on the pants, it's now generating energy for the suit. So let's put on this too. As you can see there, I have some of these turned off and some of them turned on. The pants and the boots I haven't messed with yet, so that's what the default power armor setup looks like. But if I do, so we're gonna have to keybind these, so we have to click K, and as you can see here, there are 3 items. There's the flight control. New, we're gonna bind that to Z. Taken. Trash. We're gonna bind it to Q. Taken. We're gonna bind it to mouse button 1. Uh-oh. Okay guys, so my game just crashed there when I binded it to one of my mouse buttons. Essentially what I was doing is I was walking you guys through how to work the power armor. I installed the jetpack on here with my 4 ion thrusters, which you saw on the shelves in there. I also installed the kinetic generator, and I installed flight control in the helmet, which looks like this if you don't turn it off. So first things first, we're going to go back to key binding, which you just press K to use. So we're going to drag this here, we're going to click new key. You don't want to click the mouse button, so what we're going to do here is we're going to try space bar. So we're going to do that here, and that's going to bind it to this. So jetpack is on, jetpack is off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on. I can't jump now, so we don't want to do that. Trash. So we're going to click new, and we're going to figure out which key we want to use. So I'm going to try control. Left control is taken, can trash that. What about the alt? Huh? Alt isn't going to work. So tab. No, that's not going to work. Tilde. Oh, new. Duh. Alt. What do you mean left menu is taken? Okay. We'll do tab. New tab. What is tab used for in Minecraft? Why can't I fly? Because I don't have any energy set up. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to make... Let's see, what is night vision? Is a hologram emitter and a control circuit. We can do that. I want to set up these LV capacitors rather, just so we can demonstrate the suit. LV capacitor, LV cap. There we go. That's pretty simple. So I guess I'll show you guys how to make a rebattery as well. Silver. Where did our tin go? Right here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is make hammer. So we're going to take this and we're going to smash the tin, 6 of these. Then we're going to take this, make those. We're going to take another tin, give me back my hammer. I'm going to take one more tin ingot, make another plate, and then we're going to craft that with these snips, which are right here. I have 2 snips. You guys are probably yelling at me for that earlier, but I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that I had tin cable already. Well, I just need one of these. The recipe, of course, is probably what you guys are interested in. So we're going to make 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Redstone, and then an insulated tin cable, which we can borrow some rubber from over here. Now, I just realized that I cannot jump now. So I don't know if that is because... Let's check the controls real quick. Options, controls, MineCraft. Jump is spacebar. No, I want spacebar for jump. Okay, there we go. We just had... After you do that, you have to refresh it. Refresh it, rather. Okay, so that's Richard's setup right there. And we need a bit of rubber. Just 1 bit of rubber. Actually, we're going to need 3 bits of rubber, rather. 1, 2, 3. Because 4. Because we're going to make 4 rebatteries, and we're going to make a battery for each part of the suit. For now, at least. Because the HV capacitors are a bit out of my crafting level currently, because I don't have any diamonds. So what we're going to do is we're going to get back to crafting our tin wiring, which we have 1. We need 4. 4. Now, normally industrial craft is a bit complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple to do. I do recommend the other recipes for most of the things, however, because they are simpler and easier to get. For example, the only thing I don't recommend using is the default copper wiring recipe. That's not from Industrial Crafts, because that requires 8 copper and 3 silver, which is a lot, or rather 6 copper and 3 silver, which is a lot of stuff when you're just getting started. And you want to save your copper for other things, because it will be used. There we go. So that's 4 rebatteries, and then we just wanted 4 wiring on either side. There we go. So now we have 4 LV capacitors. We're going to go to our Tinker table and install the basic battery for all of these. So now you see that my field of view increased, and we'll explain that a bit later. Right, because we already installed the sprint assist, so once this receives power, it starts, you know, doing its thing, which is why the field of view increased. Install. Now with these battery, you can actually increase the battery size, which is, I did not realize that. So we're just going to increase these to full size here. Now it's going to increase the weight a bit, but it's not going to matter too much once we get a heatsink installed. So right now we have the sprint. We have sprint assist, basic battery, and kinetic generator, so that'll generate power for us. We have the jetpack and the basic battery installed, which I still don't know how to use. The jetpack. Okay, there we go. We're flying. We're gliding. We're flying. It's a bit slow, but as you can see there, the energy is actually going up as we are flying because we are generating. Now this is a bit slow, so let's see if there's a... I think if we add this... Okay, so here's the sprint assist, right? So sprinting is much faster, but this isn't as fast as it can go. But as you can see there in the second bar, not the blue one, the oh, I did toggle that all the way up. Okay, so that is actually as fast as we can go, right? So this is actually really, really fast. But as you can see there, the lava is going up. So we're going to want to install a heat sink, and we might actually wait for these ender pearls to grow so we can install a cooling system on the chest piece. So it's pretty expensive. It's 4 eyes of ender, which I can do because I have blaze rods in had blaze rods rather. Where did they go? Where did my blaze rods go? They're somewhere in one of these chests. Safari ball. No. Well, that's not good. So we are also going to want to install, as you saw there, we just took fall damage. So we're going to install these shock absorbers, which are 2 servos and 2 wool, which we can get wool. No wool. I'm going to install the shock absorbers. There we go, power. So now let's fly up like we're doing here. So that's pretty fast. I do want to get a glider set up real quickly. So we're going to have to breed the cows a bit because it looks like someone killed them and didn't breed them. So let's fall. Okay, so we didn't take fall damage there. That's great. Let me actually turn up my sounds a bit. Sounds. So there we go, we can run around, and it's generally a good time. And as you can see there, the energy is increasing, which is very nice to have. You want to have a good amount of energy when you get into using the power claw, because that will consume a bit of it, especially when you get the force fields up. Yes, there's the little clicky bits. So we're gonna try to get some of these set up today, but these are 8 ender pearls per piece. That's 4 pieces, so 8 times 4 is 32 ender pearls we're going to need. I already used 32 just in the jetpack alone, so we might have to do that next episode, or we might just have to add them later on, like throughout the episodes. But the batteries we'll add 1 battery in here because the elite battery is very sophisticated. It's just really expensive. So what do we want to do? So we've got, oh, see ya, Funky. We have the jetpack set up. We want to get night vision set up now, which was a control circuit and a hologram emitter. So let's look up how to do a hologram emitter. I believe I think it's just glass, glowstone, and some dyes. Hologram, yeah, it's just glass, copper cable, and some dyes. We can do that. There we go. So now we'll be able to see at night and in caves and stuff. But boom. So the energy right here is draining from them. But once we, because it's using night vision, why are we moving? so slowly. So I think it's in part because it's part of the... Why can't I go down? Okay, so you use Z to go down. Okay. That is really slow though, so let's see if we can get the weight down a bit. So I think it's because of that extra battery in the helmet. So let's go to the battery here, and let's turn the battery size down. Same with the pants can stay, the battery size, and this can go down. Same with the boots can also go down. So let's see if that makes us a bit faster. Yeah, so that makes us a lot faster. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that is a lot faster. Take that, industrial craft jetpack. Yeah, that's really fast. I like that a lot. So the weight does really affect it. But look at this. We're actually generating energy by flying. So this is really fast. Yeah, this is really, really fast. This is awesome. I really like this. This is fun. So, let's see, we got the night vision, so now... Whoa! That is crazy. Okay. That's kind of weird. I don't know if I like that or not. So, if I'm like... Yeah. That's so fast. Okay, so if I shift, I can't move that. Why am I moving so fast? This is insane. Okay, so let's see. Why is the jetpack still on? Oh, right. We have to toggle the jetpack on or off. So let's see if we can keybind that to something. Tab. There we go. Okay, so in order to turn it on and off, so you turn it on, you move incredibly fast with the setup we currently have. And just do tab to turn it off, and then you'll fall down. And the servos will save you from taking fall damage. This is awesome. I like the shoulder crystals though. That is really cool. Whee! This is so fun! Look at this. Oh my gosh. Whee! Okay. So, I think I'm gonna let's edit that a bit more. Right now, if we do F5, you can't even tell we're wearing armor, which is actually really cool. So what we're gonna do, let's see how much it requires to get the camouflage. So that requires 2 force field emitters, some control circuits, and 4 hologram emitters. I don't think we can do that just yet. But let's grab that ender pearl. A good way of telling that these are grown is they emit purple particles like the ender dust. So if we check like around here, this one's done, that's not done, and this one's not done. So I also want to get the uphill step assist installed, which is going to require a bit more of the things. Now you may notice the sounds are a bit off, like they'll be in some areas and some not in areas, like these animals aren't making sounds. That's because we have a muffler installed, and that muffler allows it stops the sound, so we wouldn't install the uphill step assist. Install, there we go. So now what we'll be able to do is see this block right here. Don't have to jump, we can just run straight through it. So if we are doing tab and just flying around. Uh-oh. As you can see there, yeah, we need a heat sink, because we used a lot of energy there. And that, so we might go for that cooling system. We got 2 ender pearls. I'm gonna go to E's house and check his ender lily seeds real quick. Yesterday, I pranked him and I used my power glove to shoot out all these light things. So this is his setup right here. He is pretty fancy, and he has all these purple cave crystals which he's got with Silk Touch. And as you can see there, my levels are going up. So you can just sit here and get all the XP. So it's really cheaty. He also has a my dye. So this is a bioreactor here. This is a design that I found. That's really nice. Not the chest, but primarily this block here I showed him. And what this does is it creates fuel off of dyes, and there are these rainbow trees which allow you to farm these dyes, and they drop golden apples and all of that stuff. It's very, very nice. Okay, so now we have enough to make the cooling system, which will be really nice. That will be wonderful. Cooling system. So the power increases the cooling bonus. So let's just see how this works out. So we're still generating energy by running and stuff. So if we do tab to activate the jetpack, so as you can see there, the lava is just constantly draining, which is awesome, and we're not losing any power, which is really, really cool. So eventually, once we get the now the reasoning for installing the other batteries, the elite batteries and such, is when you get into the power claw stuff, which we'll do right now. Actually, I don't think this episode's running too long. So let's look up. It's actually called a power fist. So if you type in fist, there it is right there. It is. That's expensive. This is not expensive. And look at that. We have 1 electrum left. Haha. Planned it. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna put some copper wire on the bottom. There we go. Power fist. So this thing is insane. If we click here, you have to use a tinker table, but you can have like plasma cannons, which are really expensive. These are really, really expensive. These are also fairly expensive. Each one of these requires like 8 diamonds or something like that. It's pretty ridiculous, the HV capacitors. But once we get an ender pearl farm set up, I really want to do this. This seems really, really fun. But other than the blink drive is pretty neat too, but again, so this stuff is the stuff you really want to install. This is just the basic tools. So the axe just allows you to hit trees with it at the same speed as a diamond. Pickaxe as well, and shovels. So these are all default speeds for diamonds. This lux capacitor is really nice. So we're going to install that, and we can change the color of this. So say we have our power armor fist, right? See that little blue there? So we can just right click and shoot out a thing, which is really cool. I really like that. So it's just like infinite torches. So if they don't detect a block within a certain rendering range, like as you can see there, that one flew all the way over here to this tree, which is really, really cool. So you don't even need a staff or anything like that. Just the spam your torches, you can just throw these around. So we're gonna mess with Funky a bit. I think he's in here. Yeah, wow, he's doing nice. I like this. Oh, this is really cool. Nice. I like this red block. This is bloodstained. Whoa. Whoa, Funky. What you doing, man? Does it go down more? It does. So this is his ore berry room. This is really cool. I like this. Oh, he's over here. I like his house. It's nice. Where's Funky at? Okay, so he is in sleeping. Hey, Funky. Where's he? Oh. He's jumping on it. I think next episode we'll have him help us with Tinker's Construct, which would be really cool. What's also really cool about this is you can activate doors from a really far distance for some reason. Yeah, it is a power hand, so like the reach is really far. So I've been messing with people with that. And yeah. So we don't need any of these tools anymore besides the sword. And once we get a nice... So let's uncraft it. We'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do remember to like the video. Very helpful, and it really gives mainly for feedback though, because if you guys dislike the video, then I know you don't like it. But you better like it, because this is really fun, and I hope you do. So anyway guys, see you next time. Stay classy.